everything's good. Mic is on. Okay. All right. Well, drink a cup of coffee. Okay. Because I don't know about you, but obviously we're back from vacation. And yeah, I'm tired. I need a vacation from our vacation. You know how it is, you go away, we were gone for a week, and you get back and you've got all the laundry and all the stuff to deal with. And so, yeah, we're back. We have done all our mountains of laundry and we're settling in. And so I thought I would take this chance to do a kind of quick little vlog just to explain to you what my plan is going forward. So I'm going to try to do some Everyday Macaroni mini vlog style type videos. And that's because we do more than just podcast around here. However, I do a lot of podcasting. So we're on YouTube because of the podcast, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I do the podcast and the accompanying video with Everyday Macaroni. And then I also do the same format for a podcast I do with my dear friend Susan Richardson called Girlish Gurus. And so I'm editing both of those podcast / videos. And then for Girlish Gurus, we also do a kind of lifestyle vlog where we talk about, different things that we find interesting or entertaining. I'll put a link to that channel in the description of this episode, and also maybe I can, put it around here somewhere or something like that. See if I can figure that out. But mainly, I'm podcasting, even though we do lots of other stuff around here. A lot. So I thought we would try to talk about that as much as possible. Now, Juliet has a 9-to-5 job, so mostly all of this work is my responsibility, which is fine because I love doing it. It's so fun. I have such a good time always filming things and taking pictures of things. It's just fun. I enjoy doing it. I love the tech aspect of it. And yeah, have a good time doing it. So she jumps in when she can. And she and I have talked a little bit about especially doing some interior design type videos because that's her area of expertise. Now, someone has commented on the wallpaper up in the podcasting room, which is kind of like an office, but I'm going to take you up there and show you the whole layout and everything at some point. Juliet is the one who picked out the wallpaper and the wall paint and the chairs and all the stuff in there. And so I love it. It's beautiful. But that's something that is her area of expertise, not mine. I can do the work, but putting it all together and making it look right, she's really good at that. And she has done a fair amount of it at her own house. And so hopefully we're going to be able to get over there and show you some of that at some point. So these vlogs are going to be short. If any of you have come over from the Chateau Diaries and you remember when Dan the gardener started his little vlog early on when he was working on the kitchen over at his little house with Annalise and the boys, and he was doing the daily, really short videos. I'm gonna try to maybe do that, not daily. I don't think I can add that and keep up with it. I want to add just enough so that I can sustain it and keep doing it and not, go a little crazy. Because I already do a lot of editing work, which again I love, but it is a lot of work. And Sarah and Steve, Manor and Maker, Sarah said one time you can either watch vlogs or you can make them, and it's kind of the same thing. Editing a vlog takes a lot of work, and so I'm going to start with as many short mini vlog lifestyle type videos as I can do. And I'm also going to put up a video of our beach trip. I took a lot of video and a bunch of pictures, so I'm going to put that together. I've actually got a good chunk of it done. I'm going to put that together and I'm going to post that. That's going to be longer, but I really feel like we had such a good time and we didn't just sit on the beach. We went on a couple of adventures, and I feel like that'll be fun to show you. First of all, the beauty of the North Carolina coastline, but also a couple of our fun family adventures. And we had the dogs and all that kind of stuff, so that'll be fun for you. Let's see, I gotta check my notes. Oh, I do want to talk a little bit about the podcast itself because that's why we're here on YouTube in the first place. So we post a new episode on the 1st and the 15th of every month. So that's 24 episodes a year. And we started in 2020. We did the first 4 episodes and then we kind of stopped because didn't have the right equipment. I could tell the audio wasn't great, and I don't know, I was just kind of floundering a little bit. But then my husband got us some much better equipment, and that kind of kicked things off again. And so we've been posting regularly since the beginning. This is year number 2, right? So since the beginning of 2021 maybe? Or maybe the end. Anyway, we're up to episode 41, I think. And so, yeah, we just have a lot of fun doing it. I enjoy doing it. Right now, we're doing 2 episodes a month. We might change that up at some point. I don't know. We get a little more help around here. Maybe we can do more. I don't know. But right now, I'm doing all of it. So that's the pace I'm comfortable at. So right now, that's where it has to be. In case you're new here and you don't know what's going on, well, we make a podcast called Everyday Macaroni, and we based those podcast episodes on recordings from the dinners we have with my husband's parents. And Juliet's there, and sometimes Juliet's family is there, her 2 girls and her husband Ken, and there's at least 1 dog, sometimes more. So if you're a dog lover, there's a lot of that going on around here too. So that's what we're doing. We are just talking about some of the entertaining commentary that we have during Monday night family dinners when we're all together having dinner at Al and Lita's house. Also, I need to get more active on Instagram. Social media supports your podcast. I know you got to do it. I'm working on it. In fact, I started making specific reels just for Instagram called #What's for Dinner. And I normally take a picture of whatever it is Al and Lita make, because sometimes even just looking at it is entertaining. I have one in the pipeline that's coming up shortly that when they pulled it out of the oven and took the lid off of it, I was just like, oh yes, this is social media gold. So anyway, I'm not going to give any more away about that. So that's what the podcast is about. We're talking about whatever we just choose to discuss around the dinner table, and it's always entertaining and it's always fun, and I just love it. I enjoy it so much. So I started recording it in 2017 because everyone was telling me, oh, you should write a book, you should write this down. And so I have started working on a book, but then during the pandemic, a friend of Juliet's, who is also a friend of mine, Susie, she's been on the podcast once, she said, you guys should do a podcast about this. And so I kind of looked at Juliet and she looked at me and she was like, okay, let's do it. And that is how this podcast was born. And we have so much fun doing it. I know I have a lot of fun doing it. I really enjoy every part of it, and I hope you do too, because it's really just good family fun. We're just talking and laughing and making jokes and all the craziness. It's just, I don't know, maybe you have some stories that are similar, but we can talk about the macaroni fun phone later. We're not going to talk about that right now. Okay, so let's see, podcast. Oh, you can find the podcast, of course, here on YouTube. You can also find it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Podbean. And we also submitted it to Pandora, but I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. So maybe I got to resubmit it. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's everything that I want to say in this little mini explaining myself video. But I'll post as many of these short little videos as I can. You know there's going to be a video basically every 2 weeks, but that's going to be for the podcast. I'm going to try to work on these little mini videos as much as I possibly can, as often as I possibly can. And I'm going to post the beach trip video next. I hopefully will have that done in the next couple of days. And hopefully you'll enjoy it. I always have fun putting it together. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We really do appreciate your support. Anybody who came over from the Chateau Diaries, we are big fans. I especially watch a lot of YouTube videos just because YouTube is something I enjoy doing. But all of the people in that community, Stephanie and all the Lalanders, I'm a huge fan of all those channels. Those people, they inspire me. Just watching them do the work that they do, I'm so inspired and impressed by the amount of work they do. And yeah, hopefully someday I'll make it over there and be able to meet everybody and go to all the chateaus and just have a grand old time. But until then, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be working on the podcast and these little videos. And I hope you enjoy all of it. Please give me comments. Let me know what you'd like to see. Right now I'm sitting in my dining room because this is typically where I work. Even though I have my nice office upstairs, I like to work because I can see what's going on outside. And I like looking at my china cabinet and stuff like that. So we'll have to show you that at some point. But until then, really, thank you so much for your support. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.